Here are a few new features on the Raceflight configurator. I'm going to go ahead and connect through Revo right now. I've got sitting here on a desk. So what we have here is under the configuration, we have some Raceflight features, which are multi-shot, use PWM rate, S-Bus inverter, TX Style Expo, RF loop control, and motor PWM rate, which you can set here now. You can use one shot or multi-shot. They cannot be enabled at the same time, and the configurator is aware of that and actually takes care of that for you, which is kind of a nice feature. PWM rate, you can only select your motor PWM rate if it's actually selected here. We have TX Style Expo. This changes the way Expo works, makes it work more like it would on a Taranis, for example, than it would through what most people are familiar with on CleanFlight or any of the other multi-wii derivatives. RF loop control. This controls how quickly your gyro interrupts and how quickly the ESCs are written to if use PWM rate is not selected. The H stands for high filter bypass. So for example, on the MPU 9250, that would be 3600 digital low pass filter, whereas the M would be 250 hertz digital low pass filter. The L would be 188 or 184 for the MPU 9250. So the 1 means that's running at 1 kilohertz. That's how quickly your loop time goes. So I recommend right now going with M4 and using PWM rate 4000 kilohertz. That's going to be the easiest to tune right now. So that's what I recommend using. Go ahead and save and reboot. And we also have Acro Plus factor is now changeable here if you like to use Acro Plus. And you can change your filtering right here on this page, so you don't have to go into CLI now. Everything you need to configure is now in the GUI, which is very helpful. So those are the new features. Also, flashing the firmware now works pretty well. To flash firmware, you can either load firmware locally or load firmware online. For right now, we're just going to show you how to do load firmware locally. Select your hex file and hit flash firmware. That's it. Very easy now. You don't have to worry about messing with any of these, whether or not you're connected through the bootloader or not. It'll just work. This is once you have the Zadig driver installed. You go ahead, it erases your MCU and then puts the proper firmware on. So pretty simple. So that's what we've been working on lately. Hopefully this will be released soon.